Hey everyone, it's Taylor. It's been a while. I had no idea that so many people had watched the video about my crazy eye infection from my contacts that left me blind. And so I thought I would give everyone a little story time, a little update on how it's gone over the last 4 years, almost 4 years ago that happened. Wow. So I think the last time that we chatted, my eye was pretty much completely swollen shut and I could see nothing. And they had me on steroid eye drops and gels and all of this crazy stuff for my eye, for the infection, and to help to make the scar less, to reduce the scarring. And they also wanted to do a corneal transplant. So they were just waiting for the infection to go down and for my, the swelling and everything to go down. So while I was waiting for that, I ended up reconnecting with someone and we went on a trip to Costa Rica together for a month because I was like, maybe I can just heal my eye in the magical place, I can manifest instant healing. And I didn't, but we ended up, being together and we got pregnant about 3 months later. So I had stopped my steroid eye drops about in December. So this happened at the end of July. So in December, I stopped taking the steroid drops. And just, if anybody is ever on any steroids at all, but especially something you're putting in your eye multiple times a day, don't just stop. And if you do, just be aware that there's going to be most likely some crazy withdrawal. I had no idea, but I was depressed. I was angry. I just felt so off and weird in my body and had no idea why. It did not even cross my mind that it could possibly be because I just cold turkey stopped steroids that I had been on for months. So, little side note for anybody. So, since I got pregnant, I couldn't get the surgery. I couldn't really do anything. I just had to wait, which was fine because I'm honestly super grateful that I didn't get it. You can see that obviously, from my eyebrows are always crazy and we have birds. So, you can see that looking at me, people from the outside can't really tell that anything ever happened to my eye. It's just from me looking out, I can still not see 100%. It's probably 30, 40, maybe 50%. I don't know. I'm horrible with percentages. Cancel that. Great. I really am good in math. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, for those that have been asking, how are you? How's it going? I have a 2-year-old now. Her dad and I did not stay together. We are co-parenting. So, that was a crazy journey. That has nothing to do with my eye story, but if you want to know more, happy to share. Becoming a mom has been probably one of the deepest healing experiences of my entire life. I've always been a really spiritual person and I don't know if I loved growth, but I loved learning and I was always curious and wanted to know, how to be better at life, I guess, this whole thing and whatever soul lessons I needed to learn. And definitely getting pregnant and going through that relationship and the disillusion of it and having a baby has catapulted me into the depths of my deepest wounds and my darkest places that I needed to heal. So, all in all, it's been a good ride, but yeah, I did see an eye doctor, back to my eye. I did see an eye doctor about a month or two ago, a new one, and he was actually telling me that pretty much everyone he's seen that has had a corneal transplant, it just didn't really go well. So I'm glad not that it didn't go well, but it's not from what they were telling me, it's before I couldn't get the surgery, what they had told me was, so you get the surgery and then every month or so you go in and get one stitch removed. And then even after that, it might not work, or if it does, you might have to wear a hard contact on your eye, and then you might even have to get it replaced again every few years or 10 years or something. So I was already kind of like, I don't really know if this sounds like the best. I don't know if I want to do that. But he was saying that, yeah, it's generally, and he said that he can see to the back of my eye. So my scar has healed a lot. So I'm still hoping that it will just continue to heal, even though it's been a pretty slow process. The way that I describe my vision is when you have glasses on and you get, sunscreen or like an oil smudge on your glasses, it's kind of like that. Or like a foggy shower door is another metaphor that I use. I know I keep doing this, but I'm just trying to explain kind of what I see. Before though, I could not even, people could do this, I couldn't see anything out of this eye, so there's that. Ask me anything. I mean, I also just want to say thank you to everyone who was so kind and supportive and generous. It really, really means a lot, even now looking at all of the sweet comments. So anybody else that's going through an eye infection, just, stay positive, stay optimistic. It's not the end of the world, but it's definitely a daily reminder to be grateful for our amazing, miraculous physical bodies that take us through this world. And, it's a wake up when one of our senses gets either taken away completely or modified in a way that's a little uncomfortable. So, yeah. I'm still surprised so many people saw it. So there's the update for